Hello everybody, Shadow SP here, and I'm playing more Granblue Fantasy today. Last time we were here, we saw the Rhem Kingdom get invaded by the Rhem Kingdom, and essentially we got to experience the defensive effort, and the fact that, well, Idelva's army is more than willing to believe all the bad rumors and stuff that are brought forth by enemy commanders on the battlefield. However, those bad rumors were then substantiated by the Sovereign herself, as Folia was out of action during the invasion, doing something. We assume, based on what we've seen, in our kind of more omniscient narrator view, that she was fighting against Leona, who had come in to exact her revenge. Anyway, Folia agrees to go with Gilbert in exchange for them leaving Idelva alone. So they leave. And, well, after they leave, essentially there's a big amount of infighting among factions of Idelva, just trying to figure out what they're going to do next. There's a certain percentage of people that are wanting to go save Folia, a certain percentage that are wanting to not save Folia. Regardless, our crew isn't really bound by Idelva politics, and with when Kyan kind of asks us to go help rescue Folia, well, our crew, being the people that we are, well, we agree. Leona refuses to come along because Leona is unable to reconcile the fact that Folia was, a key player in the downfall of the Torrid Kingdom that was there before. Probably about 10 years ago, we figured out. Yeah, she's unable to reconcile that with what she's like, and the fact that she's lost Abel, who she was, in love with, in the process, and what she's been doing now with Folia and the Idelva Kingdom. So our crew goes over to toward Reiche Island, the capital area of the Rhem Kingdom, and well, we find a strange sight with the port being under attack by a Rhem Kingdom battleship. After rescuing someone from who was poorly piloting a sky skiff, reminiscent of that very first time when we crash landed with Catalina on Port Breeze. Triggers our captain's PTSD probably. But yeah, we rescued a woman there and brought her to the battleship under her pleas, and found out a bunch of stuff. Mostly that while they were gone, while the majority of Rhem's military was gone attacking Idelva, the Istavayan military moved in and occupied Reiche Island. And it's now become 100% clear to everyone that Gilbert is working with them. And Gilbert gave the order to the Rhem military to go attack Idelva and don't come back until you conquer it. Basically saying, go somewhere else and die. He's got hostages of all the military's people's families and loved ones. And this is essentially saying, you don't go fight, then all of these people's lives are forfeit. So yeah, it's pretty bad stuff. Then we managed to land in the port with the help of this the distraction of the Rhem battleship. We do run into some Istavayan soldiers, but they are incapacitated by what seems to be regular townsfolk who have armed themselves. They call themselves the Resistance, and they led us to their underground headquarters, where we were able to meet face to face with the leader of the resistance, the king of the Rhem Kingdom, Dolza Rhem. And then we had a chapter that was an aside, completely away from the main crew, where we got to see what was happening to Folia. She was put in prison with Hal, who was put in prison separately by a different person, but they ended up in the same cell. The communication isn't really there between the two people on the enemy side. Anyway, Folia and Hal have a talk. Turns out Hal is the descendant, or is a somewhat distant relative of the actual royal family of the Torrid Kingdom, who were all thought to be cleansed in the events of what we can only assume to be about 10 years ago, because Hal said that he was like barely bigger than a baby back then. So they have a talk, and we got to see how Hal ended up in prison, which is that Sturm and Drang have been working with the Golden Knight, having agreed to a little bit of an arrangement when they met in the Silverwind stretch for her to let us go, like let everyone in, like our crew and them go, in exchange for a favor at a later date. And that favor was called in to have them look into some things for her. We don't really know what they found, but they were looking into the Scarlet Knight, and the results of their little investigative report seemed to contain some pretty shocking developments. So, be interesting to see where that goes. Anyway, this little chapter ended with a report being delivered to the Golden Knight that a small group has infiltrated the city and met with the resistance with some Rhem soldiers. So the Golden Knight has intuited that we have come, and she set out to go do something. We will find out what, probably, as we move forward right now. Chapter 104, Willful Complications. Alright, let's do this. You know what? Yeah.
道が開いたな。急ぐぞ。次が来る前にこの区画を出たい。
I like that we just kind of skipped over the fact that we fought these soldiers in the story. We didn't have to fight them in gameplay, because they're so beneath us at this point. Faceless soldiers never really stand a chance against us anymore. To be fair, they never really did, but...
走れるか。この辺りは連中の駐屯所が近い。気を抜いたら囲まれちまうぞ。
But like narratively, we were less strong back then. If you get what I'm saying.
大丈夫です。ああ、私たちは問題ないんだが。
What are we up to right now? That's the real question, because we didn't actually get a clear direction that we were going to be headed in the last time we were with the crew.
しかし、私たちの動向は本人の希望でもあるからな。
To be fair, if he's aiming to accomplish something that requires fighting, we are probably the strongest people that are around that he could make use of.
Dolza Rhem? なんでレム王国の国王がこんなところに？
いや、筋は通るだろう。
Yeah.
こいつらは反乱軍に対するレジスタンスだ。反乱軍と戦うのは本来は正規軍の役目だからな。 その代わりを務めているレジスタンスのトップが現国王でもそれほど不思議はね。
Yeah, we heard the resistance being mentioned by Gilbert before we met them here.
しかし不幸中の幸いだな。国王が生きているのであれば国の再建も。
So we don't really know what kind of relationship the resistance originally had with the king.
お前たちは強いのか？
I mean, I'd say we are objectively pretty strong.
歴戦の貴公子であるオイラたちを舐めてもらっちゃ困るぜ。なんたってオイラたちは青少獣と戦って空図のかけらを集めてこの空域まで来たんだからな。
Yeah, but you don't fight anything. So why are you answering like that?
ほう、そうか。青少獣と。
まあ共に空域を越えた仲間のほとんどが今は修行に出ているんだがな。
Yeah, I forgot to mention that in the summary. Rackham, Eugen, Io, and Rosetta are
お前たち
still
は
missing.
囚われたイデルバ王を助けたいということだったな。
By missing, I mean they're off doing the teaching stuff.
イデルバ王が囚われているのはおそらく王宮の牢獄だろう。
So we're operating under a skeleton
しかし
crew.
我が居城である王宮はとある青少獣の加護を受けている。
We've got Guy and
その
Reinhardt
青少
there.
獣は名をガネーシャと言い、司る繁栄の加護でもって我が国、我が血族を支えておるのだ。
The captain and Catalina, essentially, as our
故に
fighting force.
正面からの成功法では王宮を攻略するのはほぼ不可能だろうな。
そうか。さすがは王様だな。レムの守りはそんなことになってたのか。となると、まずは全戦力でその青少獣ガネーシャをどうにかすべきか。
いや、青少獣が相手なら数で押すのが得策とは限らない。
Yeah, we don't really know what kind of powers the primal has.
時間もそれほどねえだろうな。攻めるなら同時にすべきだ。
I mean, we can make some guesses based on what its concept is, but we haven't seen it in action, so we don't really know what it does in combat.
そうだな。少数精鋭で青少獣を攻略する奴らと数で押して王宮に攻め入る奴らか。
青少獣ガネーシャとの契約は代々我が血族の当主が担う。
Okay.
故にその力による加護も私が破棄を命じれば解けるであろうな。
I mean, he's at least being proactive in trying to do stuff
ふん
here.
ふん。ってことは小太りのおっさんは青少獣のとこに行かねえとだよな。
小太り？
That was,
じゃあ
that
どういう
was
風に分ける？
needlessly rude.
やっぱりここは。
Speaking of which, there's a part of this line that, from Kine that gets missed where he's starting to make a suggestion as to how to divide their forces, but he gets interrupted.
どうしたってんだ？何か食べ物でも詰まらせたのか？
違うわ。そんなことではない。私と行動を共にする者たちだが、それは私に指名させてもらいたい。
I mean, as long as the people he picks are good enough, I don't think that there's a problem with that.
確かに行動を共にする者は貴殿の護衛を担うことにもなるからな。レム王国の国王として 信用ある自国のものをそばに置きたいのはわかるが。
I don't know that that's what he's saying.
違う。誰もそのようなことを言うつもりはない。
何？
私はお前たちに聖少獣ガネーシャまでの護衛を頼みたいと言っているのだ。
Okay. Yeah, for all we know, the relationship the king has with the resistance is pretty complicated, so he might not want to necessarily be doing, you know, combat activities with them. No, I get it. He's an out of shape halfling. Harbin. What am I talking about? You know, and they're short, so they can't run very fast. At least that's the idea. He needs to rest. Yeah, no, that's fair.
Dolza レム陛下。他に方法がなさそうだったからあの場では言わなかったんだが。聖少獣ガネーシャの存在はギルベルトも知っているのか？
当然だ。あの男はこの国のすべてを把握している。いっそ私よりもな。
そう
か。
Yeah.
となるとギルベルトも王宮の守りの要はガネーシャだって知ってるんだよな。
So we're likely to encounter fierce resistance to trying to take Ganesha down.
それならこういう事態を想定してガネーシャの周りに重点的に兵を割いているんじゃないか。この人数で連中の軍の主力を相手するのはさすがに。
I'd actually it'd make more narrative sense if we ended up fighting Luminary Knights on the way there.
兵も有限だ。守りを置いていたとしても最小限だろう。
And he also wouldn't want to really publicize the existence of this thing.
何か理由があるのか？
二つある。一つは情けないものだがな。まず一つ。おそらく今聖少獣ガネーシャは暴走状態にある。
Okay.
今のこの国の異常、王宮での異常はガネーシャに影響を与えるからな。暴走している聖少獣をどうにかできるとは誰も思わんだろうし。
Well, we do that, but yeah, that's fair.
近くに兵を置いておいても兵を危険な目に遭わせるだけだろ
う。暴走ってなんでそういう大事なこと先に言わねえんだよ。
お前たちは聖少獣の専門家なのだろう。ならば何も問題はあるまい。
I mean, does it really matter? What we have to do doesn't really change because of what state the primal is in.
私たちを一緒に行く人に選んだのはそういう理由だったんですね。
いや、それは確かに理由の一つだが、 まあそれが全てでもない。もう一つの理由だが、私はガネーシャとの契約を解除したくないと思っている。
ほう、どういうつもりだ。
ガネーシャが司るものは繁栄だ。私が契約を解除すれば我が血族への繁栄の加護はなくなる。加護を失えば我が血族の系譜は私の代で途絶えてしまうかもしれん。
I see.
私はそれがとても恐ろしい。そしてギルベルトは私のこの性格をよく理解している。
Yeah, he did take
故
advantage of that
に
a
奴
lot.
は私がガネーシャのもとに向かうなど夢にも思っていないだろうよ。
Yeah, I guess that's fair. Gilbert probably always saw Dolza Rhem as like a cowardly, you know,
まあ確かに
like a cowardly man who couldn't take
そ
any
れなら
initiative for
根拠
anything.
としては十分だな。
だがお前はもう覚悟しているんだろうな。
もうこうするしかないことはいかに愚鈍な私でも理解している。このままではデム王国は我が血族は最悪の結末を迎えるだろう。
Not only
ギルザ兄さんには遠く及ばない無能で臆病な王だとしても
he says it's the the end not only for his bloodline but also for the country. So
全てが手遅れになってしまう前に優秀の美を飾りたいとは思っているよ。
yeah, that's not a terrible way to translate that. It's not 100% accurate. But he's basically just saying, yeah, I want to do something that makes me look competent in the end, before it's too late. This was a little minor plot thread that had showed up.
私のもとに来た告発の全容だ。
Yeah, so they're doing this in secret, right? Because that's what Walfried said. That they're trusted, but other people aren't necessarily. Got a lot of people we know coalescing here.
ナルグランデ空域の罪か。正直かなり漠然としていて調査が難しいですね。そうだな。何か取っかかりが欲しいところだ。
Yeah, I really have
ナルグ
no
ラン
idea
デ空域
what
の
they're.
罪と言われても空域全体をしらみつぶしに調査するわけにはいかないからな。
Yeah, I really have no idea what they're trying to look into here, and it seems like they don't either.
しかし おそらくは誰か、もしくは何らかの組織、国が関わっているのはまず間違いない。そうなると人の多い島や国を重点的に調べるのが一番の近道になりそうだな。そういう意味ではこのメルクマール島は失敗でしたね。ここを根城にしていたという盗賊団も解散してしまった後みたいです。まあ最初の島でいきなり重要な手がかりを得られるとは思っていないさ。
Given the vagueness of their mission here, I don't like. There's no way that they could have expected to find anything useful immediately.
次を探そう。リーシャはどこがいいと思う？そうですね。一番手がかりを得られそうなのはこのナルグランデ空域の二大勢力、イデルバ王国かレム王国なんですが、この2国はつい最近戦争状態に突入したようですね。第三機空挺団からの報告書にも今は迂闊に近づくべきではないと。
I mean, it's the Enforcer's crew. They probably have their own scouts and stuff looking at stuff that the situation. Yeah.
Hmm. 戦況はどうなのだ？記載はあるか？イデルバ王国側が国王不在の隙にレム王国に攻め込まれ不利な戦いとなっているようです。報告書は手紙で受け取っていますから、今はもう少し戦況が進んでいるかもしれませんね。国王の不在か。嫌な符号だな。え？国王の不在に合わせて国を揺るがす決定的な一大事が起きる。まるでトリッド王国の崩壊の再現だ。
Good to know.
じゃあモニカさんはこの両方の剣に共通した何かがあると？それはまだわからんさ。単なる偶然の可能性もあるからな。
It's a pretty unfortunate coincidence.
そもそも国王が不在だからこそ国を揺るがす一大事に発展しやすいとも言えるだろう。
It's fair, yeah.
言われてみると確かにそれもそうですね。ともかくだ、今の私たちはそう簡単には身分を明かせない。何しろワルフリード団長直々に秘密裏に調査してくれとのことだったからな。
So they have to keep everything on the down
と
low.
なると戦争状態のイデルバやレムに私たちだけで忍び込むのは現実的ではないな。あまり人は住んでいませんけど、クルーガー島やベスティア島を先に調査しますか？
Please don't go to Kluger Island.
そうだな。どうしたものか。
Yeah, I mean, it's not really safe to sneak into a warrior zone. I get that.
モニカさん、それじゃあこのシュテルケ島に行ってみませんか？天罰を受けた呪われた島か。今は亡き統一王国トリッド王国が首都を置いていた島でもあります。
Okay. I mean, that could be a good place to start investigating, yeah.
トリッド王国崩壊に合わせ人々は逃げるようにこの島を離れ、今は廃墟同然になっているそうです。それに天罰を受けた島ということで気味悪がって今はどこの国も領土に加えていないみたいです。まあ確かにまたこの天罰を受けたらと思うととても住む気にはなれないですね。
So something actually happened to the island itself. Because otherwise people would want to have that island in their territory so they could bolster their legitimacy to the claim over the Skydome.
なあリーシャよ、この依頼について実は不思議に思っていることがあったんだ。バルフリート団長は言ったろ、ナルグランデ空域の罪について調査してほしいと。
He did say that, yeah.
ナルグランデ空域の罪、どこかの国や誰かではなく空域全体を指している。
Yeah, Gilbert said something like with the exact same cadence, so I have
この意味がわかるか、
But
リーシャ。
like legitimately that doesn't make any sense.
いえ、もしかするとこの依頼はナルグランデがまだ一つだった頃の罪を指しているのかもしれん。ナルグランデが一つだった頃ということはトリッド王国が。
Yeah, but if it were investigating the Torrid
可能性はある。
Kingdom,
十分かけるに足る可能性だ。
then the more proper wording would be to look
無論
into
星の民による占領時代も一つのナルグランデだったと言えるだろうがな。
be to look into the sins of the Torrid Kingdom. The Skydome itself
星の民の占領時代。そういえばあれ、あの遺跡グレートウォールは星の民の占領時代からあるそうですよ。
Yeah, I think that's been brought up at some point before. Yeah, we've seen this the long shot of it. Yeah, exactly this image.
グレートウォールか。あれは何なんだ。どうして浮いている。
Why are the
浮い
islands
て
that
い
you're
る
on
理由は分
floating?
かりませんが、墓標、つまりは大きなお墓らしいですよ。墓標か。今の私たちの調査にはあまり関係はなさそうだな。
Yeah, I mean, you can say
と
that,
もあ
but you
れ
don't
次
know.
はトリッド王国を調べよう。そのシュテルケ島になら何か手がかりがありそうだ。
Okay. It's good to know that they're here and doing something. Yeah, given that there's been so much centered around the old Torrid Kingdom, it's pretty likely that we'll end up going there at some point. Just from looking at how the narrative's been progressing. Yeah, so Hal thrown in prison because he didn't want to become a figurehead king. He's got a cooldown so that because he was rejecting the idea that the true king of Orla Grande was the ruler of the skies in their entirety. That's the Scarlet Knight. I believe the Golden Knights did say that the Scarlet Knight is also a relative of the Torrid Kingdom's bloodline, the royal family bloodline. So these two are related.
まさかとは思うが、春はお主の子供なのか。
違いますよ。私には妻もなければ子もいません。しかし、この子は私が何としても守らなければならない存在です。
お主らは共にトリッド王家の血筋という共通点があったな。言うなれば親戚同士のようなものか。親しい仲なのかの？
他人の人間関係についてあれこれ詮索するのは王の趣味としては品がありませんよ。
白沢のようなことを言うでない。そもここは入れる場ではなく敵地のど真ん中じゃ。にもかかわらずわらわは入れる場王であるがゆえに投獄されたわけでもない。この状態でどうしてわらわを王と言えようか。
Okay.
ハルバーダは私の罪の象徴のような存在です。加えてある人物の今際の際に私は彼を託されました。彼は私が繋がなければならない命なのです。
I see.
さて、あまりおしゃべりをしていては彼を起こしてしまいますね。フォリア国王陛下も眠りは浅いようですが、あまりうるさくしてはなりませんよ。
わかっておる。せいぜい春の可愛い寝顔を魚にのんびり過ごすだけじゃ。
Okay.
この状態でどうして王と呼べるのかとあなたは言いましたが、あなたは間違いなく王ですよ。それも進化に好かれる素晴らしい王だ。
どういう意味じゃ。
Yeah.
イデルバ王国軍の者が城下のレジスタンスに混じって戦っているのが目撃されています。
I mean, there's only 2 of them, but yeah, I
お
guess.
そらくはあなたを助けに来たのでしょう。それが叶うかは分かりませんが、良い進化を持ちましたね。
Unless some of the people from Kind's ship are involved and they just never told us about it. Yeah, because we didn't take the Grand Cipher here. We took a Delva ship. Which makes sense, because Rackham's still out.
まったくあやつらは。
And yeah, we don't really know the full story behind what she even did to the Torrid Kingdom. Okay. Well, our usual go-to when we're on these multi-element type fights is going dark. We could probably do with Kaguya, right? We're pretty strong. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. 1 second. Gotta work on these EMPs.
どこ証人手を貸そう。
Okay, and we can swap these out. I know. We're wasting time.
お前
Alright.
さあ行くわよ。
And yes, I am giving, trying to level up Carol's EMPs, even though I don't think she's very good. There may come a time where I want to use her or something. And it would be... Now hold on, I gotta get my skills. Man, I was not prepared at all for this. There may come a time, eventually, that I want to actually use Carol for something. And, you know, when that time comes, it would be nice if she were fully prepared. Alright, so we're expecting to see some level of resistance here. But Dolza Rhem doesn't expect that we have a lot of, that Gilbert has stationed a lot of soldiers in our way, because he wouldn't have thought that Dolza Rhem could make the decision to come here.
凄まじいな。これが聖少獣ガネーシャの方向か。
この声すごく苦しそうです。ガネーシャは本当に暴走してるんですね。
Catalina's actually just kind of, it's instead of it being, is that what Ganesha is capable of? It'd be like, is that, you know, the cry of Ganesha, the roar? Because, you know, there was the voice that rang out.
はい。声が聞こえるってことはあと少しってことだよな。このまま進んで。
なんでそうなるかな。聞いただろ、あの雄たけび。
Okay, I mean, hi again, but what are you gonna do about it? You can't
こ
stop
の
us.
先にいるのは正真正銘かけねなしの化け物だ。
That's what, I mean, but that's why we're here, so we're gonna
命が
do
惜
it.
しいならこの辺りで引き返した方がいいんじゃない？
そうしてくれた方がこちらとしてもありがたいですね。こんな地下だといろいろと後始末が面倒ですから。
お前たちは確か白風の境にいた。
あれ覚えててくれたんだ。こいつは嬉しいね。
I mean, in a way, you guys are pretty memorable.
そっか、そういやこいつらもイスタバイオのやつらだったもんな。
Well,
っていうか
let's take him out.
こいつらがいるってことはあの必要な騎士が。
Specifically, V doesn't reference any of the knights in particular. He just says that one luminary knight is you know, that kind of just trails off there.
来ねえな。
いませんよ、あのお方は。我々がここを預かっていますから。
Well, I
って
mean,
ことはつまりここにはあんたたち2人だけなのか。そうですが、何か不満でも。まさかただ確かめたかっただけだ。
まさか本当にたった2人しか兵を置いていないとはな。それほどまでに私は奴に侮られていたというのか。あれほど全幅の信頼を置いた部下に私は。
yeah, I mean,
やはり私は王の器などではない。グルザ兄さんには遠く及ばぬ無能なのだ。
yeah, you gotta get some blame for trusting Gilbert, 100%.
レム国王陛下、あなたの発言について2つ訂正させていただきたい。
何？
アニシダ、何を考えて。
Just
まず
let her
一つ、
talk.
本当に無能な王は自らを無能とはそしりません。
I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's just got really poor
民
self-esteem.
を思うからこそ己の無力、至らなさを痛感しているのではないのですか。
I mean, maybe.
それはその時点で民を思うという王としての最低限は満たしているはずです。
Yes, you're just barely qualified.
そしてもう一つ、聖少獣の守りがあたしらだけなのは、あんたたちを侮ったわけでも守りを薄くしたわけでもない。
So
聖少
what?
獣ガネーシャは状態が不安定ゆえに、近くいる者には臨機応変な対応が求められる。
You're saying it's only elites can really be down here? Okay, fair enough.
それこそ不測の事態にはガネーシャを抑え込むようなね。それでも上は100を超える兵士ではなく、あたしらにこの場を一任した。
If we look at our past track records together, you're selling yourselves a little bit too highly here.
あんまりあたしらを舐めてると痛い目を見るよ。
Whatever. Alright. Well, I guess we're in for a rematch here.
どう転んだって楽には進ませてくれねえみたいだな。奥にいるのが化け物ってんなら上等だ。まずはここで肩慣らしをさせてもらうぜ。
Yeah, I would say that, you know, replacing the rest of our crew with Pine and Reinhardt's we're not really that diminished from what we were back when the Silver Ones struck.
大将確保します。
さ
What
て
does this do?
やっちゃうよ。
Ah, that's really annoying.
Droid system 起動
Right, okay.
スラッシュハーケン発射
沈め
見切れる
Just gonna push the buttons.
か我がケツここに示さんそこジャンプジャンプいがステイステイくらえ
耐え切ってみせな。
スラッシュハーケン発射
Man, that's annoying. Alright.
切り開く続け
Yeah, alright.
刃は銀次神楽のごとく一刀を持って切り伏せん。断ち切ろう。こういうのはどう？私の魔法で刺激的よ。前はっどうした。
And Narman's got interesting echoes because they are explicitly element advantage echoes.
さあ一曲お願いするとしよう
Not the most common thing in the world.
ルルシュ
ジャンプ
ルナエクリプス
Because most echoes are same element echoes.
やるわね。
切り開く続け攻め時だ
Of course, we waited to use the Cash's first skill there because we wanted to get the supplemental damage,
切り開く続け
which we do care about. Let's go ahead and put on Black Chest Mask.
王様から動かないと
Damage
ルー
cut.
がついてこないだろ
前
どけジャンプ
どけモール
くらえ
潰れんじゃないよ。
スラッシュハーケン発射
Plain damage nuke.
切り捨て。
Go ahead and hit this button.
刃は語り源氏のごとく。
Yep, that's good. I think we hit this one.
私の魔法で
Pretty sure we just charge attack.
古超人改め源氏舞。
ハドロン砲の塵となれ
ルナエクリプス
覚悟はいいかしら。クリムバースト悪いわね。
申し訳ありません
Take out what's his name because he's the one that, you
よ
know,
し
fills his diamonds so
こうな
quickly.
んな切る。
ドルイドシステム起動
切り開く続け
Alright, supplemental damage. Hold on.
Te-
I was supposed to push her Carol's first skill. It's all good.
耐え切ってみせな。
ああ任せろ
Wow, our team is back.
こういうのはどう？
Messed the defense debuff on her twice. What the
我が
heck?
ケツここに示さん
Alright.
刺激的よ。
どけどけ
よっと
気は熟した
I mean, I think we're gonna win here. Shouldn't really be much of an issue. I probably could have just summoned Kaguya and done a full chain.
ルナエクリプス
But, I mean, there's no reason to summon, I guess.
よっ
恐れろ深淵をお前の力見せつけてやれ
No
切り開く
problem.
沈黙
あんたたちの顔
この命
覚え
簡単にくれてはやらん
Easy enough win. And moving right along.
無手だというのに凄まじい威力だな。
I mean, Van Hartzer fights barehanded. I don't know what else to say.
イデレバの軍人さんたちもなかなかやるもんだね。聞くよ。今は状況の共有を優先する。
Yeah, I mean, they can't hold us back. That's the thing. And our objective isn't to take them down, it's to go after Ganesha, so it makes sense that they can just run away and be fine here.
待て！いや、放っておこう。今追う必要はない。すでに街中で戦ってるんだし、遅かれ早かれ、俺たちの行動はギルベルトの耳に入るはずだ。それなら今は一刻も早く王宮に攻め入れるようにガネーシャを優先しよう。
Before then, we've got to get in and do the thing, which is turn off the barrier, deactivate the palace defenses. It's time for round 2. Alright, dark advantage, okay. Just run a Bahamut. Well, actually, let's give Kage a shot. We're pretty strong. We can handle it, right? One of these days, we're gonna get a repeat of what was it, Myth or Malice, and I'll have to actually redo a story stage. Didn't learn my lesson then, not gonna learn my lesson now. That's an elephant. With 4 arms. And a broken tusk, interestingly enough.
実際目の前にすると凄まじい迫力だな。
This is technically the first time that
こういう奴らと戦って団長たちは空図を集めたってのか。
first time that Reinhardt's and Kine have run into a rampage in Primal. It's the first time we've really done one, run into one that wasn't like artificially rampaging.
つくづく無茶な旅を続けてきたんだな。
Since we've been here on in Nala Grande. Because the one that's on Bestia was Gilbert's doing.
これは一筋縄ではいかなそうだ。ルリア、ガネーシャと対話はできそうか？
ダメです。ドルザさんの言っていた通り、この子は暴走しているみたいです。
Well, that means we're gonna have to beat it up.
となると、契約の解除どころではないな。まあ、そもそも。この状態では近づくことすら困難だ。まずはおとなしくなってもらうしかないな。
Yep. Sounds about right. Let's do it. I have to see if this dispels their flag. Okay, well at the very least I got rid of it.
沈め
見切れるか我が決ここに示さんどけもろどけ逃がして
This thing has a lot of HP, doesn't it?
恐れろ深淵をいいだろ相手をしてやるそこだジャンプモールして逃がさん俺に続け
王様から動かないと部下がついてこないだろ
ジャンプルナエクリプスラゴ一戦虚空剣
スラッシュハーケン発射
見切れるか
これで決めるぞ
見切れるか切り開く続け攻め時だ沈め切り開く続け
ハドロン砲の塵となる
モールドケチ目標補足
ドルイドシステム起動
ジャンプジャンプルナエクリプスラゴ一戦虚空剣期待している
そこだどけどけ
モール
今だスラッシュハーケン発射
見切れるか我が決ここ
Yeah,
に
this
示
guy's
さ
got a
ん
lot of HP, I'll say that much. Sure.
ハドロン砲の塵となる
どけどけ
スラッシュハーケン発射
恐れろ深淵を
Okay. See, we're not supposed to win.
Ke, やっぱり対人戦とは勝手が違うな
Well, yeah, obviously. Like, going up against people is
今後は
completely
軍
different.
の
from
演
this.
習の中に青少獣との戦いを想定したものも入れておいたらどうだ
考え得意よっと
Yeah, but how would you even do that? Primals are all very different in regards to their shape, size,
こ
and
ちら
like
の
what
攻
they
撃
can
が当た
do.
りはするがあまり効いている様子はないな
I mean, we're doing fine. If we keep it up, we'll win. It's just it'll take a while.
やっぱりラカムたちがいねえといつもみたいに戦えねえぜ
Look, we handled rampaging primals all the way back at Tiamat, and the only person that we had then that we don't have now is
そ
Raka.
うですねあなたは大丈夫ですか
So we should be able to handle this.
大丈夫なのか？まさかこのまま全滅なんてことには。
It's fine. Calm down.
しかし最悪の場合はここからの撤退も含めて作戦を立て直すべきかもしれないな。
No, we can't really do that. The other side of the clan is getting committed, or is already committed to the attack on the palace, right? Pulling back now would be really bad for them.
何をやっても裏目に出て、やがて全てを諦めてしまっていた。だからこそ、この母国の一大事に覚悟を固めて奮起したというのに。やはり自分は何をやってもどこまで行ってもダメなのか。
あとはそうだな、やや可能性が低いかもしれないが、この島へ立つ時に出した手紙を読んでラカムたちが駆けつけるのが間に合えば。
仲間など信用できるものか。
Well, yeah.
何？
近しい者ほどむやみに信用を置いてはならん。だから私はお前たちと行くことを選んだのだ。仲間が駆けつけることなど期待するだけ。
I mean, here's the thing though.
何を根拠にそのような。
Unless we're to believe that Ganesha is
むしろ小太りのおっさんはなんでそんなに仲間を信用できねえんだ。
leagues more powerful than Tiamat, then there's no reason we couldn't do this with just the members that are currently present. Because we did this exact thing with Tiamat
危ない状況を一緒に切り抜けてきたんです。
way back at the beginning of our journey, before when we were a lot weaker.
もし逆の状況だったとして、私たちは絶対に駆けつけますよね。
And we only had the captain, Catalina, and Rackham.
私たちは私たちを信じるし、だから
I'd say
球団のみんなのことも信じるんです。
trading Rackham out for Reinhardt's own kind really isn't that big of a difference. If anything, we'd have better members now than we did then. Yeah. He's running away.
彼がいなければカゴの解除は無理だ。私たちも撤退するか。
I mean, it's probably not impossible to dispel it without it.
こいつがそれを許してくれりゃいいんだがな。
今は下手に背中を見せる方が危険か。
Yeah, see, I'm not a huge fan of the writing decision to say like, oh, we can't deal with Ganesha without our usual allies, because it kind of devalues the early game that we already experienced, where we dealt with Ganesha, or where we dealt with rampaging primals without our full ally group. I don't know. See, I'd have preferred it if they just kept to it as like, yeah, we don't have the time to do it the way that we want to do it here. You know, because we have to wear Ganesha down over time.
お前たちは3島から5島までの区画を回れ。明かりのない重機も見逃すな。追われていると分かっている者は自分たちの存在を隠したがるものだ。1等2等区画の担当は必ず全ての住居で住人の確認をしろ。少しでも違和感があったら徹底的に探れ。住人が奴らをかばっている可能性もある。
Yeah, but aren't they already fighting? And we're already in the palace?
巡回は必ず2人以上で行い、戦闘になった場合、片方は戦わず、情報の伝達、共有に徹しろ。
見事な式ですね。迷いがなく無駄もない。
当たり前だ。あの女の奪還などさせてなるものか。
本当にそれで後悔はないのですね。
Those who are listening, of course, will be able to say that Golden Knight does not actually say a name here. She just says, I'm not going to let that woman get rescued.
「非道だと人でなしだと罵りたければ止めはしない。
イデルバ国王フォリア、あなたの姉上は今は処刑の日を待つだけだ。もしもイデルバの彼らが彼女を奪還すれば、それは覆るでしょうが。
それはさせない。そう決めた。
Okay then.
あなたは実の姉を見殺しにしようというのですね。
That is exactly what she just said, yeah. But he didn't ask. You don't have to say anything. He didn't ask.
姉さんは昔から聡明で基地に富み、幼い私の憧れだった。
But according to Folia's dreams, she was kept in like a cell in the
幽閉されている姉さんに会いに行くことは、
Yeah.
私にとって何よりの楽しみだったよ。
It's like, why would you have your role model be someone who's being kept prisoner?
しかし、私の身長が姉さんを超えた頃から、私は姉さんに恐怖を抱くようになった。そして、姉さんの状況を正しく理解してからは、嫉妬が芽生えるようになってな。
But why?
バラゴナ、貴様は親の瞳の色がわかるか？
私の家は話すときは相手の目を見るようきつくしつけられましたから。
That's kind of an answer, I guess.
私は
父上の目を見たことがない。父上が私の目を見て話してくださったことは一度だってないのだ。
Right, that may be true, but that doesn't mean that you
姉
wouldn't
さん
have
に
been
比
able to
べて
see
凡庸
his
な私
eyes.
は父上にとって駒ですらなかった。
Sorry, 1 second.
姉さんに比べて凡庸な私は父上にとって駒ですらなかった。
Yeah, so she's saying, you know, compared to my older sister, the, you know, average self that was me wasn't even worth looking at, it wasn't even worth being a pawn to my father. You know, a piece on the board that is the game of Skydom stuff. I don't know. I don't know what game they use here.
この黄金の座に名乗りを上げたのだ。
I mean, you ended up being very successful.
無論血の滲むような研鑽を重ねた上でな。必ず誰かが受け継ぐものとはいえ、必要の騎士となれば利用価値は十分だろう。 これで父上は私を見てくれる。たとえ駒として使い潰すためだとしてもな。
Sounds like you don't have a very healthy family life. And never did.
希少な女だと笑うか。
剣を取り血を浴びる覚悟に貴賎はありませんよ。
I mean, there's no reason to really go at you for anything.
この黄金の鎧を身にまとうと決めた時から、我が身、我が命は陛下のためにある。
Alright then.
今さら姉妹として当たり前の幸せなど望むべくもない。
Was it happiness? I don't really. I mean, Folia never really said anything about her sister visiting her in her dreams or whatever. So I wonder if it was important to, on that end, either or to.
ご報告を。
Never saw
イデルバの者たちがドルザ・レムを連れガネーシャのもとに現れました。我々では彼らを止めることができず、おそらく現在ガネーシャと交戦中と思われます。
地下に現れた一団の中にはあの男の子供と青の少女の姿もありました。おそらくイデルバ側と結託しているものと思われます。
Join forces with Idelva specifically.
相手が相手ですね。すぐに向かいます。
Well, alright then.
どうやらこれが最後の駒が誰になるか、それを占う一戦になりそうですね。
That's a weird thing to say. Things really shouldn't look dire here, I gotta say. Like I said, I don't like the way that they wrote this battle. Because they just make it seem like Ganesha is worlds above the primals that we encountered in Fonte Grande while we were still like picking up our crew members.
この状況は何か打開策を打たなければこのまま押し切られるぞ。
一度撤退して状況を立て直すか。
そうだな。ここで引いたらギルベルトは次までにここの守りを固めるはずだ。そうしたらガネーシャと戦うどころかこの地下道にすら入れなくなるかもしれない。
そんなことになったら。
そうだ。王宮に囚われている陛下の奪還はますます難しくなる。
しかし、避けろ団長。
Oh no, I'm unprepared. Well, I mean, that's not good, obviously.
Now,
while I say that I don't like the way that they wrote things, I don't mind the development that the rest of the party comes in to save the day, but really it should have just been. Like I say, it really should have just been that we're losing the race against time rather than we can't win the fight. I mean, it kind of. It kind of, you know, devalues the accomplishments that we've had over time. Yeah, it's gonna be Dolza Rhem, that's for sure. He ran off to get help. I like that though. That's the part of this that I like. He's you know. Like he's constantly, you know, belittling himself, but he's actually made up his mind and he's exhibiting some real determination here. And we can even still have this exact same scene with the way that I was suggesting we write the Ganesha fight, where it's just that we're being rash and reckless trying to win faster. So we ended up being open for a counterattack. But really, now is not the time to be having this conversation. Like, there's still a rampaging primal right in front of us. What are we doing? Why are we talking? What are we doing? Why are we having this conversation? Like what? And yeah, like what is Ganesha even doing while we're talking? Nothing?
辺境でのんびり療養してたわけじゃねえってのしっかり見せてやんねえとな。
I mean, okay, so this is going to be a fixed party battle because we didn't get to select a summon. So we're probably going to have a party of just this group.
じっくりと見てちょうだい。私たちが得た新たな力を。
Right, okay. Hey, why does Eugen have 500 less HP? I'm just curious. Also, I haven't done Cap EO. What is this? Okay. Let's get the buffs on. I think we hold off on that for a minute. Push the buttons. Get these little skill nukes out. Something tells me that the max HP of this boss is much less than when we actually bought it. Even through the debuff resistance. That's a shame. Here's the thing, I don't actually know the numbers behind Io's fourth skill. I couldn't find them anywhere. Hey, you didn't tell me there was a trigger there.
二人で掴んだ教えの採用の力を。インビテーションガスト。
Alright, well. Anyway, that was a win. Goodbye, Eugen. Oh man, his post-battle pose is funny when we're in positions like underground. Like, what's even happening here? Okay, okay. Alright. We'll do the thing. If it turns out that I embarrass myself and I need to do it again, it's all good. Wouldn't be the first time. Yeah, settle down. You elephant man monster thing.
さあ、陛下。
聖少獣ガネーシャよ、契約を担う血族の当主として命じる。これまでの契約を破棄し、レム王家への加護、ひいては王宮への加護を解除するのだ。
Alrighty. Well, he's done the thing. He made up his mind and he followed through. Good job, man. Really appreciate that.
Thisでレム王国の我が血族の未来は分からなくなってしまったな。
I mean, that's just normal though.
私は王としてこの決断ができたことを誇りに思うぞ。
Good job, guy.
Saて、とはいえ、作戦はまだ道半ばだ。
Yeah, we're not done. We've still got to get fully out.
一度戻って俺たちも王宮に。
いや、王宮に向かうのならこのまま進めばよいはずだ。この地下道はそのまま王宮の地下につながっていてな。ガネーシャは万兵も兼ねていたのだ。
Well, then let's do it.
最初の契約を結ぶ際に来たことがある。確かこの辺りに。
Man, this underground area is really big if you look at like the background here. Well, that ain't good. That's not a good thing. No. Ow.
待て、ベイ君。
まったく余計なことをしてくれましたね。あなたはただおとなしくしているということすらできないんですか？
Yeah, the Rhem King.
Okay. ギルベルト、貴様。
まあ死に損ないはもういいです。とどめは刺しませんよ。せいぜいそこで苦しんでてください。
Well, part of the reason why we're here could be to say that we want to defeat you, so. You did come directly to us, which is, you know, it's convenient in a way.
見苦しいところをお見せしましたね。それについては謹んでお詫びいたします。それでホリアお嬢様の奪還に来たんですよね。王宮の家具を解いたくらいで本当に取り返せるとでも思っていたんですか？
I mean, we did it, and we probably can, so.
こちらには最強の駒がいる。それはあなたたちもよくご存知のはずだ。
His line there is, I have the most powerful pieces. Not that he has the upper hand. Necessarily.
貴様らこんな外道に使えるとは騎士として恥ずかしくないのか。
私にとっては今は騎士の矜持よりも優先すべきことがある。そのためならばどんな外道にも貸し付きましょ
う。私が主と認めるのは神王陛下ただ一人だ。そこのクズなどではない。
I mean, great, but you're still following his commands.
今はその陛下が奴に力を許している。だから私は従う。それだけだ。
Yeah, that doesn't fly. That logic has some holes in it.
分かってはいたけど人望ないな。
そのようですね。
I mean, he's pretty popular when he's trying to be. But
とはいえ、
he's not trying to be
今
here.
あの女を手放すわけにはいかないというのは満場一致の見解です。あなたたちの悪あがきもここで終わりにしてもらいますよ。
Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna go up against the knights.
七葉の騎士が2人か。やれるか。
Last time we fought, we
その
did
ため
fight
に
to
俺たち
something
は教えの採用へ至ったんだ。
something resembling a draw, so we might have the upper hand now. With
前に奴らに負けた時に不甲斐ない思いをしたのは俺だけじゃねえ。
they make it out like we lost outright to them last time, but that didn't really happen.
なあ、そうだろう。
We just weren't able to push past them. Which I mean does mean that we failed our
ここで奴らをぶ
objectives.
ちのめせなきゃ修行が終わりとは言えねえだろう。
But I mean, we didn't lose a fight.
俺たちはもう負けねえし負けられねえんだ。もう引かねえ、立ち止まらねえってのを大事なやつに約束しちまったからな。
たとえ相手が必要の騎士でももう戦うことに恐れはないわ。
だってもう一人じゃないもんね。みんながいれば絶対に負けないんだから。
Alrighty. Also, the fight hasn't started yet, so now is the time that we need to be talking.
まだレム国王には息がある。手当てを急げば最悪の事態は免れるはずだ。
We probably should have brought that up a little bit earlier, so people didn't, start monologuing.
やりましょう。今の私たちなら絶対に大丈夫です。
Yeah, I mean, probably. So it's worth noting, these two have a small damage cut from wind barrier and water barrier, which you can dispel with Rackham and Eugen. It's not necessary, but you can do it. I would say though that neither of those two is a particularly advantaged element in this fight. So they don't really do much besides just hitting getting those barriers off.
見切れるか我が決ここに示さんどけどけどけもろどけどけ恐れろ深淵をいいだろあ切り開く続け
Okay, just go in.
ジャンプ速度どけもろ
人思いに終わらせてやる
スラッシュハーケン発射お前の力見せつけてやれ
Okay. Do one of these. Charge attacks them in.
ジャンプジャンプルナエクリプスラゴ一戦虚空剣
その抵抗無意味と知らずはっ
見切れるか
Well, given that both of them are going to use their special attacks, doing chess master here is correct. And we just kind of hold off on doing anything else over there. We used Cash's entire kit for damage.
攻め時だ
見切れるか
沈め切り開く続け
信じられん
ハドロン砲の塵となる
モーロ
いがどけ
隙だらけだ
誠の剣にとくと味わえスラッシュハーケン発射
手加減はできませんよ
切り開く続け
I probably should have used this.
ドロイドシステム起動
That's my bad. These things happen.
ルナエクリプス
Hit into the trigger here. We do have some defense debuffs, which is kind of scary.
我が剣は万象を貫く聖兵陣黄昏
スラッシュハーケン発射そこです
Okay, well, we didn't get skill sealed on Cassius, which is great because Cassius is the one that we wanted to have the ability to use skills.
見切れるか我が決ここに示さんどけどけどけ
その抵抗無意味と知らず
いいだろ相手をしてやる
ありえるのかこんなことが
Okay, that's one down.
どけモーロどけどけ
そこです
気は熟した
スラッシュハーケン発射ハドロン砲の塵となる
ルナエクリプス
ラゴ一戦虚空剣この感覚は久しぶりだ深淵を
Okay, let's go ahead and get our buffs
ド
back
ロイドシステ
on.
ム起動
沈め
見切れるか
Alright, we're looking just fine.
ジャンプ速度モーロどけどけ逃がさん
Just keep pushing toward the trigger at 25.
甘い
Okay, Alright, we are doing just fine. Let's go ahead and hit this.
Luna Eclipse
ラゴ一戦虚空剣
手加減はできませんよ。
Alright.
さあ、一挙切り開く目標沈黙。短期間でよくぞここまで。
That's where round 2 came from, by the way.
This 驚いたな。
どうやらあなたたちは本物の力を手に入れたようですね。
He says it looks like you have managed to obtain real power from in this segment here.
さあ、そろそろ観念した方がいいんじゃねえのか？
そうですね。この場は我々の乾杯です。それは認めましょう。しかし我々にはまだやることが残っている。 そうですね。ここは失礼させてもらいます。再戦の機会はまたいずれ。
ちょっと。
So he's what? Stirs up a smoke screen and they run away.
目くらましか。七王の騎士様だったのに小水手を使うじゃねえか、おい。
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure, but even like storyline based, we were close to their power level the last time we fought on Best.
彼らとはいずれまた戦うことになりそうだな。
Because they were impressed that we were fighting so well. So even like now we've got the teachings, so we're kind of strictly above at the moment. Yeah, he's not looking so good. Gilbert seems unhappy. Yeah, two of them too. Alright, don't get too unstable.
ありえない。まさかここまで全てが都合よく進むとは。
Okay, calm down.
もはやナルグランデ空域などというちっぽけな空でとどまるものか。 隣り合うファータグランデもアウライグランデの映画も。
And I don't think they're gonna be happy about you thinking that. Or making actions in that
映画
direction.
の国々も極東の空も北と南の果てすらも。全て全部この空の全てをこの俺が手に入れる。もはやあんな老いぼれに神戸を垂れる必要もない。
Right. Okay, calm down, Gilbert. Calm down.
この俺こそが全空の支配者となるのだ。
I think there's something wrong with him. It's just a hunch. But there's something seems to be not right. I'm gonna have to cut this off here because I have something that I need to do in real life. As soon as it's done, I'll come back. So for now, let me just say, continued in part 2.